Coach Joss here for a series of exercises pre and post mastectomy. This is a collaboration between BodyEnRoute and the Previvor. This would not be possible without all of our sponsors, so thank you so much to all our sponsors for making this possible. And always make sure that you are cleared to do any of these exercises, whether it's a PT, your doctor, your 6 weeks post mastectomy. Just make sure that you are cleared to do any of these. Today's specific workout is going to be upper body. We're going to be using dumbbells. Again, if you are pretty close to being cleared, make sure that you're using really light weight, most likely starting with 3 to 5 pounds, and then you can work your way up every week. So we're going to get straight into it. Okay, so first one is shoulder press. I am having us bicep curl, and then you are pressing up, making sure that your elbows are straight at the top. So I'll switch so that you guys can see me. All right, so getting super close to the ears each time, getting elbows, and I'm not completely out here. We are at a little bit of an angle. Again, go whatever pace feels good for you. You do not need to go as fast as I'm going. You can even go a little slower on the way down if you want a little bit more of a burn. Awesome. Making sure each time you go down, you're shoving your shoulders away from your ears, nice and controlled, all the way to the top. All right. And then when we rest, we're going to turn in and go for a bicep curl down. We're doing tricep extension next. So you're going to keep the dumbbells nice and close. We will go in about 8 seconds. What this is going to look like is dumbbells are together. We're starting at 90 degrees and we'll go straight into it right here. Straightening your elbows, keeping your core nice and tight. I like to tell clients, like, your kiddo is going to poke you in the stomach, or if you have an animal, like, they're going to jump on your stomach. Keep that tension the entire time. Good. Elbows go to 90 and then straightening as much as you can. This one's a tough one post mastectomy, but a great one to do in preparation for surgery. Get those arms nice and strong. That way you can recover faster. Awesome. Just remember the breath too. Breathe in and out. All right. And then on our way down, you're going to separate them, bring them to 90 and bicep curl down. All right, we're resting, but we're going to go onto the ground for sit-ups. So feet are about hip distance apart. You can either come up as high as you can, or you can just kind of press your low back into the ground and relax. Okay, so we're going straight into this one. Main thing is trying to get up as much as you can. So they can be little ones, like I said here, or use a little bit more momentum. Come up. Nice and controlled. This is a great one, again, before surgery, because you need to get up, not using your arms. So nice and controlled down and sitting up. Good. And if we can't do that one, it's totally fine. I want you to either bring your hands by your side right here, try and touch your heels, get as close as possible. Good. Or hands right behind your head. Good. And we're resting. Awesome. So this next one, we're going to use the dumbbells again. You're going to go into a renegade row. So this one can be done 2 different ways. We can do them on our knees. So here we go, going straight into it. Your hands are right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, and you are trying to not rock your hips at all. So you're pulling to about 90 degrees for each arm. Good. Gazing right in front of you. Awesome. And so the harder version to work up to is going into a push-up position. You're going to want to widen your feet. Same thing. Trying to not rock your hips at all. Trying to imagine a glass of water. That one's really advanced though. Like it's on your back. Keeping tension. And alternating dumbbells going to 90 degrees. All right, so we're resting. Next one, we are doing dead bug. We can actually still use the dumbbells. So I'm going to show you a couple versions always. This one is an amazing one, actually post-mastectomy and pre. Reason is you're always going to want to strengthen your core. So I'm going to start without the dumbbells. You're going to bring your legs to 90 degrees. Hands can go right above your shoulders. Honestly, you can start with just holding here. So the biggest thing is breath. So taking nice deep breaths while you're still holding tension. You can even put your hands on your belly, trying to keep tension while still breathing. It is actually harder than you think. So that's the first version. Second version is starting to tap down while still keeping that tension and still breathing, not holding the breath. And third version, we are actually resting now, so you can rest, but I just want to show you, is going opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, not holding your breath, still breathing. All right, so we're resting right now, and then we're going to go all the way back to that first exercise, which was a shoulder press. So grab those dumbbells, whatever weight you were using, go ahead and bicep curl, twist open, straighten the arms. Good, and we're just going to go to that 90 degrees each time. Breath in, breathe out. Good. Whatever pace feels good for you. You do not need to go fast. Awesome. Nice and controlled. Good. Really shoving the shoulders away from your ears. Starting to burn. Awesome. And this is so important because you need it for your back, for your chest, for your shoulders. Again, we're resting now and bicep curled down. So we went into tricep extension for that second one. So we're going to stand hip distance apart. I believe I will face this way now so you can see. Okay, so we have 3, 2, roll those shoulders back, and 1, bicep curl, twist open, into that overhead, and then you're actually going to put those dumbbells together now, and we're tricep extension, 90 degrees and extending. If you don't have dumbbells, like I said, you could use a long band or you can use anything you have in your house. Promise you, if you just do anything, it's going to help progress you. Any type of overload. Good. Just make sure we're not holding our breath in this one. Tension in your core. 90 degrees all the way to straightening. Very good. Okay, so same thing. You can straighten the arms, separate them, bend to 90, and then slowly bicep curl out of it. Going into those sit-ups. Okay, so hip distance apart here or shoulder width. And like I said, go whatever version feels good for you. Maybe we're just pulling up, getting those scapula off the ground. Maybe you are putting your hands behind your head, supporting your head. Good. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good. Exaggerate the breath each time you're coming up. And the last version is using a little bit of momentum to come all the way up and then nice and controlled down. Mainly controlling on the way down. The biggest thing is not slapping your back on the way down. Good, and I'm not pulling on my head right now. I am just supporting it. Okay, amazing. Okay, so we're on rest. We're going to go into that dead bug. I realized I didn't show you the very last version for the dumbbell. So I'm going to quickly go over the versions. Version 1, you are just here and breathing. You can put your hands on your belly or in the air. We have tension, and that's what the focus is. Second version, you are tapping. Third version, opposite arm, opposite leg. And last one, you can add some weights and do the tapping. Whatever version you are doing, you are still working your core. And just make sure you are going for about 45 seconds. You are always welcome to pause the video at any time if you want to try and figure out that you're engaging the right part of your body. Okay, bring the weights down if that's the version you did. And relax. Great. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back into our shoulder press. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I missed our renegade rows. I make mistakes too. Okay, so renegade row. Version 1, we're on our knees. Good, and we're trying not to rock our hips back and forth, pulling the dumbbells to about 90 degrees, making sure that you're looking right in front of you. So that's version 1. Version 2, again, this one is pretty advanced. Feet are going to want to go a little wider, trying not to rock your hips at all. Good. I'm going to stick to the knees. That one's pretty hard. Good. 90 degrees each time. Again, focus on the hips, not rocking. Amazing. Okay, now we're done. I almost was going to take you through a whole another round. So you can do 3 if you'd like. 2, I feel like, is a really good getting the movements in, trying to feel out what your body feels like, especially if you're post mastectomy. You don't want to go super hard, super fast, but you can always do another 2 rounds, and that is a full workout. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Again, we're going to be doing a full series of these